Hey everybody, it's me, Megs, and we're gonna go ahead and get cute with me. And this is a really cute look, perfect for spring and summer. A cute little brown lob and some cute gold and blue makeup. So, of course, my face is clean, but girl, I have a little monthly here, so ignore that. I'm going to prime first. I like to double prime. I use Urban Decay's primer. This is the Rebound primer, and I'm going to put on some oil onto my lips. I just started using this oil that I really, really like. All the names of the product that I use will be down in the description, so just put that on your lips. It preps the lips, makes them nice and smooth when we're ready for lip color. And I've been using my favorite face primer, which is the Tatcha. So you guys saw that I used a spray primer first. Now I'm using a kind of like a creamy primer, and I apply that all over my face, and it makes my makeup last a really long time. And I'm using, girl, who texted me? I'm using Dior's foundation. I really like this stuff. I had it in a sample first from Sephora, and I decided to buy it, and I really like it. Now, the color kind of looks a little off when I first apply it, but once it's nice and set in, then it looks great. So I apply that all over. A little bit goes a long way. I do not use a lot of it. So just put that all over. And this brush I'm using is from Tarte. It's a foundation brush. So I make sure it's nice and blended. I like using brushes for my foundation, just always have. I'm using MAC Studio. No, this is Prolongwear Concealer in NC45. I like NC45 on myself because it's not too bright. It gives me just enough highlight. So I like using this. I applied this with a damp, clean beauty blender. I don't use dirty beauty blenders anymore, okay? Now, of course, to contour, to bring color back into my face, I like my perimeter of my face to be darker. So I apply it on my forehead, my cheeks, and my nose. And, of course, use the booty part of the beauty blender to blend everything together. I like using beauty blenders. I know someone will say, how come you don't use a brush? Because I like using a beauty blender. And on my nose, for my contour, I like to use my fingers now because I feel like it gives it a more natural appearance versus using a brush. So then I make sure everything is blended out like so. And I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent underneath my eyes because I like... it just depends what kind of mood I'm in. I like this one because it doesn't add color to my face. So it lets the concealer be what the concealer color is. So I actually pat that on, and this helps avoid creasing underneath my under eyes. And I'm going to put it on all the highlighted areas. And this is actually a different beauty blender, and this is completely dry. So you can use a sponge if you want to, disposable sponges, whatever you want to use. You can use a powder puff. I use all of those things. And I put a little bit on my forehead today. I don't know why, I just wanted to. So I let that bake while I put my eyebrows on. Once my eyebrows are on, I'm going back in with the Laura Mercier Deep Dark, or is it Deep Medium? Medium, Dark, Deep. The names of everything is in the description. And I apply this powder over top of everything. I just cover everything up because it balances everything out. Then I go ahead and set in my contour with a little more powder. And this is a Black Radiance Rich Mahogany powder that I've been using for years. I love the color of it. So I put a little bit on my nose just to make the contour pop a bit more. And of course my cheeks. I actually put too much on today, but it's okay. You can always blend that out with your powder brush. And put some on my forehead, because I like to be chocolate. So of course I blend everything out with my powder brush to make sure everything is seamless and nice. Okay, for the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes using an eyeshadow primer. This is my favorite eyeshadow primer. I've noticed that it just never does me wrong, and it helps prevent creasing and makes my colors pop and make sure the shadow lasts all night or all day. Now, I've really been liking using bronzer as my eyeshadow color or my base color for eyeshadow. This is my go-to eye color now. and I like to add on to this. So in the crease, I'm going to use the Patrick Star palette, and this color is called Saddle. You can purchase this color individually too if you want to. And I popped that in the crease too. So I just really love that brown because I feel like it really matches my skin tone for the days when I don't want to add any other color. I just want to use this as my one, eyeshadow color, girl. So for my brow highlight, I'm going to apply this color, and this is the Beauty Treats 88 palette. So I applied it underneath the brow and blend down. And I'm going to use Huda Beauty's Topaz Obsessions, and I'm going to go for that orange and pop that in the crease, kind of like as a transition color, because orange looks good on us and it warms everything up, and I just feel like it's a really cute, kind of like give me tropical vibes, sun-kissed look. So I'm going to go ahead and use that gold right there and pat that onto my eyelid with my finger. You can use a brush and spritz it with some sort of mixing something, or Fix Plus or a setting spray, and it makes the color a little bit more vibrant. So that's what I did here to kind of like intensify it. But I just wanted a nice light wash of gold though. And I'm not taking it all the way to the end. I'm just putting it kind of like on the third of the way of my eye, because I want it to be like really seamless. Now for the liner part, this is an LA Girl liner, and I'm not sure if they still sell this, but this liner was kind of old. I found it in my makeup stash as I'm still organizing my makeup in my glam room. So I was like, ooh, let's use this. So it's a little dry, but I really love the color. So if you have a blue like this, or any kind of blue, it's really cute to like do a wing liner with. And I've never done a blue wing liner before, so I was like, oh, that'll be fun to do. So I really love how vibrant this color is. It's super duper cute. So I did a wing there, and then I popped some lashes on top, and I'm going with the Cara Bright palette, and I'm going to use that blue there and the dark blue, the dark navy blue. I'm going to use those two colors, and I'm going to pop the first bright blue in my water. Was this my waterline area? No, this is the lash line area, and I'm packing that on, and then take that navy blue and just put it on the outer corner. Super cute. And then of course I'll add some eyeliner to your lash line too after you put this orange on the outer corner. It just helps bring the crease color and the upper lid color together to warm everything up. So I put that right there. And of course, add mascara and liner. And it, of course, is going to make the lower lash line look a little darker. But I like it to kind of like settle everything down. For my blush, I'm using Taj Mahal by NARS. And it has a really nice sheen to it. So it's a beautiful orange. I love orange blush. It warms the face up to give it a nice sun-kissed golden look. So I apply that to my cheeks. And now I'm going to set my face with the Lancome setting spray. And I always set my face before I put my highlighter on. I notice it just does something different for me. But you don't have to use highlighter. And of course, I'm using Fenty Beauty's Trophy Wife. I love this highlighter, y'all. So I apply it to my upper cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, because I like forehead highlight. It's just cute when you pose in pictures, especially at nighttime. It looks so bomb. And I'm going to apply some into my inner tear duct. Really nice golden look. Put some a little bit on my nose and in the middle of my nose there to make my nose pop, and my Cupid's bow. Now for the wig, girl, I just wrapped my hair and I placed a black or brown. Actually, that was a brown wig cap. And this wig that I'm going to put on is by Divas Wigs, and it's a 360 wig, 360 lace. So it can be put in a ponytail. It could be parted anywhere in the front, because the front half is lace and it has combs in the front, 2 combs, and a comb in the back, and adjustable straps. So with it being a 360 lace, you can wear it up in a ponytail. wear it up in a cute bun, and secure it in the back with the comb in the back. But today I'm just going to flat iron it and wear it a kind of like a side part. So this color is kind of like a brown, and it has some subtle highlights, but not too many in there. And I noticed with this wig, it seemed a little big on me. It was just a little big, but we made it work. So also I noticed with this wig, the hairline wasn't really plucked. So this was something that you would definitely have to do on your own. If you were interested in this wig, you would have to get in there and tweeze your hairline a little bit more. So I am going to cut the lace off, and I always cut further down and then kind of like adjust and cut more off just to make sure that I'm not cutting any of the hairline. And I also noticed that the hairline, the lace, it's kind of like just a neutral color. It wasn't really tinted or have any kind of color in my opinion. So I did notice that. Now the hair flat irons pretty good. I did wash and condition the hair first, as I always do with my wigs when I want to wear them straight. So yeah, the wig has some subtle highlights, kind of like honey blonde highlights, little ones towards the front. But overall, the wig is brown. So I'm using the chase method, using my KQC flat iron from Flat Iron Experts that I got 7 years ago, y'all. This flat iron is so old. And it's lasting me. So I'm just going to flat iron the hair, make sure I get it nice and straight how I want it. And I noticed that there's quite a bit of density at the top with this wig. So I had to flatten that out just a little bit. And I decided I want to have one side of my hair tucked behind my ear. So I'm just kind of playing with it to see how I want the hair to lay in the front. And I'm going to use my Bonnet Silk Effects, and this is a hair spritz. And I noticed that I had some flyaways, so I wanted to make sure that those flyaways laid nice and flat. So I did have to do a bit to make sure it laid pretty neatly here as far as the flyaways. So I wanted to kind of make the, I don't know what you call that, girl, that little piece there shorter, and I added a little layer to the front. So since the wig was a little bit too big, I didn't showcase the hairline, so I decided to do it like this on the side. And the hairline would have needed a lot of tweezing, so I was kind of scared to tweeze it. So I decided to wear it like this, okay? And I think it turned out really well. And the color is really cute against my dark skin, so I really like the color. And the blunt cut is really, really nice. They did a good job with the blunt cut. Nice and neat. So back to our makeup, I'm going to put Chestnut Lip Liner onto my lips, okay? And I always leave the bottom space open just because it makes my lips look nice and plump. And I'm using this really creamy lipstick by Becca. It's really, really nice. And then on top, I'm just going to throw some gloss on. And this gloss is by MAC. All the names of the products that I use will be down in the description by order. So I wanted a really nice nude lip. But it's kind of on the darker nude side. So it's really nice and glossy. And this is pretty much the final look of everything. I really love the color of this hair, and I like how the makeup complements the hair. So the lace was a bit bright, so I'm using some brown eyeshadow to kind of mask and conceal some of the brightness of the wig cap that was showing through in the front. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Really cute. Love this wig. Love the color. The only thing is, it was a bit big. That was the only thing. I was like, oh no. But I made it work. So this is the final look, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are interested in checking this wig out for yourself, the link is down in the description, as well as a coupon code if you want to get a wig for yourself from Divas Wigs. That information is down in the description below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.